the Florida trail and ultra running community too is really close knit. It seems like they all know one another. There seems like there's a race every weekend all year round, and they do travel well.
They have to.
They travel well. They travel in packs.
All right, Emily is on time tonight. We figured she might be over Shay's house helping her find the USB card. So send a little good luck to Shay as she's trying to find the USB for the WTF podcast, because I hear it's a really good one, and I'd be excited to hear about it. So we can talk about that a little bit later. But welcome everybody. We got Nicole in the chat. Nicole's been busy planning out the Cocodona 250 Luke's run, and we're getting constant messages about pacing and everything else. So we are excited. We have a fun trip going out there in a couple weeks. So we're all excited. We got Amy Matthews, the main RD of A1A Ultras. We know she does all the work over
A1
there.
Ultras.
A1 Ultras. I always call it A1A Ultras. So they're on the East Coast of Florida. We got Billy Porter in the chat. Billy, I finally made it to the post office today, so it is in the mail. You should be getting your shirt in 2 to 3 days. I promise. I want to see a picture as soon as you get it. So welcome everyone to this Thursday night of April 9th. And as we always start out, BobbieJoe, how's your running going?
Actually, I've kind of taken a dive. I stopped. My project came to an end, and now I just have to run. So I'm like, okay, I lost my.
She got all her local legends, and now she's taking a break.
I've been running. I've been running. I just, the gray weather the last couple days is really depressing. I don't like it.
Cool. We got John Bowman in the John Ballman in the chat. John, you pick your date yet? We're all waiting. We're waiting for party number 2 on the Big Scrub. I need help. I'm trying to make a segment in Dunedin, like between. It's a 1/4 mile segment, and it passes 3 bars. And I'm like, how awesome would it be to do like a Burrito League segment on that? And I cannot figure out how to make a segment. It's driving me nuts.
You've ran it and you've recorded it and uploaded it to Strava.
So already. Today I ran it, and I actually I pulled out Strava and I recorded the
yeah, I mean, you don't have to record on Strava. You can record it on your watch. So now go into your day. You click on your today's run, and in the drop-down menu on the side where it says all the other stuff, eventually it will say create a segment or create a route.
Okay.
And then you just follow from there. So it's in that long menu on the side.
All right. I got to figure out. So I'm like,
but you have to go into today's run, go into whatever that run was.
I figured we could set like a couple of days a year where we all, like, if you want to come to Dunedin, Florida, if people want to watch, you can literally sit at the bar. They have like this bar railing, and you watch people just run the segment. I'm like, how cool would it be? We do like, like a 5 p.m. to like 9 p.m. or something like that. So I got some plans for it. So
we'll if we're putting one in Dunedin, we have to put one over here too. That's only fair.
Yeah.
Come run the suburbs with me, y'all.
My
fireworks at night.
My running, I don't feel like I can get into a groove. My legs are still tired from the 150. I did a 14 miler the other day, and at 12 miles, I was like done. And then the other day, I did an easy 10 miles. So I'm getting the miles in there.
14, and then I did 12.
Yeah, I just don't feel it. So I got to, I just got to get in the groove. So, but yeah, so shit. All right, good news. So, hang on, I went a little too quick. So Shay found the SD card, so I can announce what's on the next podcast before she uploads it. So they interviewed Jamie Saunders this week. So that should be a really good one. Jamie Saunders out of Gainesville, Florida. So I'm really excited to hear that. Jamie's
a name I see all the time. I think I might have met her once, but I don't know anything about her story. So
just look for the girl smiling. Jamie's always smiling.
She's got the tiniest little voice, and she's so strong. It's like it doesn't match.
So we're excited to hear that podcast. I was literally cursing at Apple Podcasts this week because it usually shows, like, I have all the podcasts that I watch, like Free Trail to Single Track, and then I have WTF on there. I got Florida Runner Podcast. And I'm like, I thought it just wouldn't show me WTF up there. And I kept refreshing, and then I'm like, what the heck is going on? So, and then I saw
that's what's going on.
So I'm excited to listen to it. Maybe I may have a little bit of a drive on Sunday that I can listen to that. So maybe getting out on the Skunk 8 course on Sunday morning with Chris Stengel and a few other people. So we'll see. So. All right, we got a great show tonight. Let me pull up the notes. We are talking about the Croom's Fools Run, the 30th of the Croom's Fools Run. We got some information on the Speed Project, American River 50 mile, the Country Mile 48 hour in South Carolina. We got some results from the Marathon Des Sables, which is on what leg of the Des Sables are they on?
They just finished 4.
Okay.
And they're probably 6 or 7 hours ahead of us, so it's probably morning there soon.
Yeah. Then a bunch of races to cover. You got JW Corbett happening. That's the only race in Florida that we know of. We're going to talk about a few others. Gorge Waterfall. We got the question. Think about this question: Should ultra races have prize purses? So that's what we're going to talk about a little later. We like posing the question and getting stuff from you guys, so that's what we'll have. And then a few other things. So we're going to jump into the Croom's Fools Run. This was the 30th anniversary up at Croom. We had Andy on last week talking about the race. Great race up there. They had several distances. They had the 50 miler, the 50K, the 16 miler, and the spectator fee.
Spectator fee.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think we're going to announce that.
And I'm just reading across the thing.
Who got their money's worth in station food from the spectators?
So, all right. So kicking off, you had Katie Rosar. We know her. She's out of St. Petersburg, Florida. She cruised in their first female, running an 8:50:37. Katie's gearing up. She at Leadville this summer, so she's gearing to go back and get some redemption at Leadville. So congrats to Katie. She had a great day out there.
I think she said that was a 30-minute PR for her.
Okay. Yeah, she's a great trail runner out there. And she was about 2.5 hours at the second place, which was Nicole out of Old Florida, and Beth out of Florida. Low there was 11.3. So there was pretty close. But, Katie had a great up there. So great runner. Won long a few years ago. And on the male, we got someone we know much about, Brian Tissett. Is that his name?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. And we'll look up for sign up in a second. We want to see what Brian has done, or if he
we've
has
heard his
done
name
it.
a few times.
Yeah. So Brian, the only other race he ran was Long Play Trail Run 30. So he just did. This is the same guy that won Long Play a month ago.
I think I saw him when I was looking at some other races that might be just on Run Sign Up. And he did win.
So that boy he's 2 for 2. He had me by at Long Play at 4:49 play. I don't know. I can't remember what I ran out there. So shot move up or race.
Yeah. Jeff, you're breaking up a bit. Are you having some internet issues?
I am. All right.
We just can't have a show where all the technology works great the whole time.
We've been slow it. Can you hear me now?
It's just in and out. I don't know if there's anything we can do unless you go onto your phone or something. Cellular service. Or can you do you have a hotspot on your phone that you can put on your computer?
I just need to take over when I'm breaking up.
I think you're gonna leave us. I think he's all frozen and we can't hear him talk now. So this might be it. This might be it for Jeff. Okay, so we'll go in. Where's my little notes here? Did we lose him? Are you gone now? He's gone. All right, so he's got some more stuff he's going to show, but we'll move on and we'll get back to it. So the next race we're talking about is the Speed Project. This is from the San Diego Pier up to the Las Vegas sign. It's touted as a no rules, no spectators, no course. You have the 2 destinations and you go whatever way you think is best to get there. So we had 2 course records. Both the male and female got beat this year. Imogene Body, 77 hours and 54 minutes. And it's 350 miles ish. And then this guy Biel, he goes by one name, which is, like Zendaya, 67 hours and 15 minutes. Again, there's two records broke, and we got Jeff back.
I'm back. Sorry about
that. Okay, so Jeff has some more stuff about Croom. That was the speed.
No, that's it. Oh, did you go over 2nd and 3rd on Croom?
No, I didn't know if you had. I didn't know if you had any.
No, so Robert Stern out of New Smyrna Beach, second place in 8 hours and 8 was third place 15. So nice job out there. We'll quick on 50K. You still up?
Yeah, you're still breaking up. So I'll go over the other things for long. Let me get you those. He's frozen again.
I know.
he's gonna go break his equipment and then he'll be right back. And he lives in the middle of town. So let me get you. Here's the 50K. 50K results on the men's side. You had Noah Corbett with 3 hours 47 minutes. Robbie Mason out of Sarasota, 3 hours 57 minutes, and Tommy Swiney out of Tallahassee, 4 hours 39 minutes. On the female side, Eva George out of Gainesville, 4 hours 27 minutes. Christina McKinney out of Mount Dora. It's near Emily Quintanilla, 5 hours 5 minutes, and Amanda Richmond out of Citrus Springs, 5 hours 10 minutes. Congrats, everybody. There's also the 16-miler, which I'm sure they did awesome. How are we doing? Can we hear you?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I had to kick my kids off the TV. I'm like, get off the TV. We got limited internet. I don't know what's going on. So
he's got dial-up. Jeff has dial-up, so that's what's going on.
Yeah. So Mark Kudek says I have the Max Hindram vibes. So that's from the 80s for all you young. So all right. So, I'm sorry. I'll try it as much as I can. So, all right. Did we do the project?
Oh no, I think it is good. So you need to tell everybody in your whole house to get off the internet. Yeah, while Jeff's frozen again, I will say Happy Rex Manning Day to all who celebrate. See if anybody knows that reference. Who? All right, how are you doing? Are you still here with us?
I mean, I am, but I don't know. So, all right, let's keep. We got the. Where we going?
We did Croom
project.
Done the Speed Project's all done and dusted. All right, let's move on to American River.
All right. So let me put in the river. This is the first running of the river. Was in 1980. Great race out in California. Runs on all of the Western States. I think it's like it went up. Mom, get off the phone. I'm talking to somebody. All right.
What Katie
American
did is
River.
a reference to Empire Records.
Was that what it was? Okay.
Yes, you need to.
All right. So we got the American River. This is a great race. I've always wanted to go do the American River out there. Hang on, I'm trying to pull this out, pull this in. So the American River, the concept came about in 1979, and in 1980, they had their first 50-mile endurance run. 200 runners towed the line at the Auburn Fairgrounds for the inaugural. So it's been around 40 years. They've had more than 10,800 runners run the race. So I'll pull up the results. You got the results, BobbieJoe?
For American River?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, it's in the no. We have the right here.
I have first place.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. All right. So in first place, you had Adam Kimball in 6:40 and Heather Van Sickle in 8:28. So classic race out in California, up in the Auburn, right around where Western State is. So, all right, next one. Mile. This is a country mile in Carolina, 4-hour race. 4 mile. Was it a 4?
4 mile loop. Yep. 4 mile loop on a farm. Where you can even like pet goats and chickens and all that fun stuff. So we had first place Diana Gorder with 162.5 miles in the 48-hour, and first place male was James Lefevre with 125 miles. And if you ever go to register for one of these races, this is by the race company Upstate Ultras. You're gonna question yourself when you see the registration, because you can still register for like a 50-miler for like $25. Like, I've ran a couple of their races and I'm like, I had to ask people, is this legit? Because this 24-hour is $35. And they're like, oh yeah, that's just how they do it. But it's a great race company. I don't have all the full results up. Next week we will have a special guest joining us. During the 48-hour, 12-year-old Haley completed the 100 miles. So we're going to have a chat with her and her mom, who also ran and came in third place in the 48-hour, to see how awesome it is if 12-year-old is doing that when we were probably all playing Nintendo or something at 12 years old.
Yeah, is her mom Alicia Malik?
Her mom is Alicia, yep.
Yep. Alicia was third with 120 miles, and then Haley got the 100 miles in. So nice job on that. So it'll be great to talk to a 12-year-old that has a belt buckle. Don't see that every day. So pretty cool. All right, next race we are moving to is it's in the middle of the race. So we're going to talk about Marathon Des Sables out in the African. I believe this is
in Morocco.
Morocco. All right, here it is right here. So overall, on the male side, you have a couple names I can't pronounce. And then in third place, you have Ludovic Pomerant. He's a big one that's won Hard Rock the last couple of years. He's 50 years old. What a great runner he is. Ryan Sands is on there. If you ever heard of Ryan Sands, he's fifth overall. If you go to nationalities, we can look at who are our top Americans. And Desiree Linden, the marathoner, she is our first American.
And she's third overall for women as well.
Is she third overall? Okay. Yeah. Other people on there, Magna Belay, who won Western States a few years ago. She is 26, female. And then we have, let me spread this out.
We're going to find her. We got Janet.
Janet Napolitano out of Florida.
She's,
there she
bringing
is.
Up, it's 12:49. There are over 1,400 people running this race. That's something I was wicked shocked about. I did not think that many people ran this race each year.
Yeah. What is the ghost table? Do you know what the ghost table is?
I don't know what a lot of these things. They've got a lot of stuff going on their site.
I don't know what that is. So nice job.
Completed 4. There's 6 stages, I believe. So they got 2 more stages left.
Yeah. 6 stages. Yeah. So, what's the next stage? Is the next stage 5 is 42.5 kilometers, and then finishes with 23.33 kilometers.
And if any of you guys aren't familiar with how this race works, they have to bring from the start everything they're going to need from the beginning. They carry with them, except water. That's the only thing that gets replenished every day. The tents are moved for them, and the tents are set up so they're ready for them when they get there. And but their food, so their pack will just get lighter and lighter as it goes. But they have to start out carrying all their food for 6 days, and then the race people, they only provide water and medical aid. So yeah, so it's definitely an event of events. So good luck, Janet. 2 more days, you got this. We're watching.
Oh yeah, I think she's through all the hard stuff.
I think today's the longest one, wasn't it?
I believe so. I already knocked down the page. Hang on, my TV in front of me is on like a 10-minute lag, so I can maybe see it up there. So nice job, Janet. You're kicking butt over there, which is awesome. So, all right, what do we got? Races coming up, and I apologize, I did not get enough time to look up this one, and so chat, we would love some help. There's only, as far as we know, there's only one race in Florida this weekend, and it is the JW Corbett Trail Races down in Loxahatchee, Florida.
Loxahatchee? Yeah, and I have it listed as the race director is JW Corbett Run Club. So I don't have a name or anything listed.
Yeah, if you guys got any information in the chat, we'd love to get this information out there. Let's see who's running. I got the list right here. All right, we're going to add it to the stage. So you got Savannah Crowley, who's been running really well out of St. Augustine. Brian Musso, always a great runner. Sean Fartink, he's been running a lot of the sombrero races. That's where we've seen him. A few other people, 50K. We have Eddie Souza. I don't know if you guys know that name.
Leo.
Eddie is a beast
Katie
of a
said
runner.
Leo runs this.
Oh, Leo does it. Okay. Thanks, Mark and Katie. So that's what we can always count on you guys. Ramon's out there. John Park. 50K looks like it's going to be a great race out there with the guys. So you got Eddie Souza, Ramon, John Parker. You got a pretty stout race coming in right there. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look over to the female side. Who's on the female side? Jacob Seeley. This will be his 11th running of this race. So, nice job, Jacob. And all right. So, and then they got the 18 miler. See who we got. We got big race in there. 41 entries. Scrolling down, just scrolling around. Luis Coco. I'm just trying to go through, see names. Dave Goldstein. We met him up at some of the sombrero races. Yeah.
Everybody's at the sombrero races.
Everyone. Yeah. Making ultra runners. I don't know. I thought it was me. So.
My back? No. Yeah. Can you hear me? You just can't see me.
Yeah, we can hear you. So I'm gonna keep rolling. As long as you guys can hear me, we're gonna keep rolling. So, all right. So that is the JW Corbett. Let's see what I have here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this one. So there are a bunch of races going on that we'll kind of cover this week, going through in the West. The big race we have, and we're going to kind of hold off on this one for a second. Gorge Waterfalls. This is the last one we're gonna be covering. But they got the Lake Sonoma 100K, 50K happen out in California. This used to be a legendary race when they had the Lake Sonoma 50 miler. This was a golden ticket race for a long time. This was, I believe, the last 50-mile golden ticket race that they had. Croom's Fools used to be a 50-mile Western States qualifier too. So interesting. What else do we have on there? Desert Rats, Run the Ranch, Zion Ultras. That's out there in Nevada. And that's what's the company that does it? It's I will click on it and tell you. It is.
Didn't we have? I think we had people out there last year.
Yeah.
I remember when we were chatting about it. It's funny because we've been doing this for over a year, and we're starting to cover the same races we did last year. There's, you have the familiarity, and it's like, oh yeah, this person ran that race last year, or this person.
Let's see who was that. I know Brian Chabarno was out there a couple years ago. I don't know if he was out there last year or this year. He was second in the 100K. I think it had to be 2024. He was out there. Yeah, Brian Charbonneau out of Port Orange, Florida. He was second in the 100K back in 2024 out there. So let's see. This is a. Hang on, I'm going to try and pull up. See the 2026 event. What's the name of the company? It's not Destination Trail.
No, I know. That's what I keep wanting to say.
Vacation races.
Yeah.
You learn to get really good in this stuff. We're going to go location. All right. Scroll down. All right. So we got out of Florida, you got Logan Meyer out of Sarasota, Brent Knox out of Jacksonville, Kimberly McLean out of Fort Lauderdale, and Butahan or out of Margate, Florida, and Justin out of Miami. Usually if I don't say the last names because I can't say it. So
we're just on a first name basis with everybody. That's how we roll.
Yeah. 100K out there. You have out of Florida. Let's see if we got a bunch. Got one Kelly Gander out of there. So Zion's another great race. I've been out pretty close when they did Bryce. I was out at Bryce a few years ago when Luis Gomez, my roommate for the last 2 days here, he ran a race. So, all right, Potawatomi, and the only reason I know about that race is from the WTF podcast, and I think they have several distances on there. So they have a 200 miler, 150 miler, 100 miler, 50 mile, 30 mile, and a 10. Is that 10 check out the course miler? So 10-mile loop has 1,600 feet. So
dang.
What Shay told me is I think you're getting rid of the 200 and 150 miler after this year. This is up in Pekin, Illinois. All right. You got the Mad City Ultras up in Wisconsin. Brazos Bend 50. That's a big race. That's the 50 miler. What else are we going through? Chief Ladiga 100 in Jacksonville, Alabama, not Jacksonville, Florida. We covered that race last year. You got JW Corbett. What else do we have? The Cannonball Run. This one sounded pretty interesting in South Carolina. Death by 5K. That must be a 5K loop.
There, it's like a traveling. They go state to state with the 5K.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. They were talking about that on WTF. I'd say we had it here in Florida, or it was on the calendar. Yeah, it's like a 5K every 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, and then they just pack up and go to the next. It's kind of like the rock and roll races, I guess. They have it all the different cities.
And if you're wondering where Mike Melton is at the old 6 Day up in New Jersey. And as usual, they have bad weather up there.
So they were all holding tents.
So it looks like
he said there wasn't a lot of, like, some of the people are your regular multi-day short loop people because it's an outdoor track at a park at a park in New Jersey. He said, you got the regulars, but there was an invitational. I don't know if it's happened yet. Probably 24-hour, I'm assuming. There's Mike right there getting his 2 laps in.
No, he's beating somebody. Mike, you're down by 1,011 laps. Let's get it. Let's get going here, Mike. So it looks like the leader at 81 hours is at 259 miles.
Yeah, he said there wasn't a lot of the big name, like 24-hour or 48-hour racers there this year.
You do have Ed Dodd, 79 years old. He's at 139 miles. And then the 72-hour.
Eugene, 90 years old.
Oh, geez, 78 miles.
Nice. What are you guys doing when you're 90? Are you going to be running?
Yeah.
Around a track in New Jersey?
Yeah. So, the old 6 days. This is a legendary race up there. So, all right. The last one we're going to go over. Hang on, I got to figure out where I am. We're going to go all the way up to Gorge Waterfall. This is a great race. So I ran this race. This is one of the, I feel like there's some legendary 100K races that, you know, if you're an ultra runner, you should run. Black Canyon's legendary race. Gorge Waterfalls, a legendary race. What are some of the other ones? Bandera. How about in the chat? What are John Ballman? You've been around for a while. What are some legendary 100K races? So those are three I can think of. And then you got some newer ones. You got like the newer ones like Big Ulta that just started this year. But I always get into ultra. I would always watch videos of Gorge Waterfalls, and I finally made it up to run the race in 2023. Great race. It got 100K, 50K, and I think it's a 38K up there. Let me pull up pictures. This is me up there. I had video, but the video came out really bad. This is me at the finish line. It finishes right. It's in the Columbia River Gorge. So that's the Columbia River right behind me. And so it's right down there. So they have an aid station. This is Yazin. What's his name? But he does an aid station. They all dress up in tuxedos. They had a chocolate fountain when you went through the aid station. He's actually on the podcast. He's on the live stream, and I jumped in with them, and we're holding. They give out water and champagne flutes. So,
oh, nice.
So great race. If you ever get a chance to head up there, this is a classic race, and you go past several waterfalls. You actually run behind one of the waterfalls. Pretty intense race. 13,000 feet of climb, over 100K distance. They got we're going to cover this a little bit more next week, but the entry list is ridiculous. If you look at all of them, all across all the races. So they got the 100K, 50K, even the 30K had some great people in there. You got Drew Holman, Rob King. Rob King actually won long haul a few years ago out of Ohio, if that name sounds familiar. Drew Holman, I believe Elliot Carden. I'm trying to think on the female side. I'm trying to remember it. They had a huge list, and I apologize. The problem is I listen to all their podcasts, so I'm mixing up whether in the 50K or the 100K. Who's the one that has a record on the AT? Yeah, when you get put on the spot, I can't remember.
Yep. We just followed him on Instagram as he did it too.
No, the female.
Oh, the female, Tara Dower.
Yeah, Tara Dower. Okay. So yeah, Lottie Brinks. Lottie Brinks won this race a few years ago. The year I was out there, she was hauling ass when she came back past me. Shea Aquilano had the course record. She broke the course record last year, and she's back out there. So it'd be cool to see them racing against each other. Annie Hughes, which is she's good at the 200 milers, so she is towing the line. We're gonna go to all. I want to see if there's any Florida runners out there running. Oh, Dakota Smith out of Florida is the number one ultra runner, number one ultra sign up number up there. He has one result. Yeah, I don't even know what it was. Stone Mountain Massacre. So Let's see. We're going to keep track of Dakota, see how he does with his one ultra sign up. All right. So let's see if we got anybody else from Florida running that race.
John did have a little thing to say about Padawan while you're looking at that. Padawan, I'm probably, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hip deep and muddy.
What's that?
I said muddy.
Is it muddy?
Deep mud.
Yeah. All right. And the 50K, you got like Anthony Costales in there. He's running Western States. Jared Hazen. I don't know if you've heard that name in a while. He has one of the fastest times on the Western States.
Jared Hazen is a meme.
He's a meme?
He's a meme. The aid station, Fireball aid station guy does him all the time. Makes jokes about
Jared. I ran into Jared Hazen out at Black Canyon. We were out on not a training run, but I don't know, the day before run. He's shakeout run. He's only 30 years old, so he's running. So, all right. So here's a question we're asking this week, and we're going to try two things.
Are you going to try the
yeah. So we have these two widgets, and we're going to see if you guys can answer this. I don't know how you would answer it, so we're going to put up this little survey that says,
it is a little small.
Should races have a prize purse? I don't even know how you guys would answer it. So
you can't click on it or anything.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. So we're just trying this out.
This is just something the software gave us as an option.
Yeah, if you could do something with this, cool. But all right, so here's the question. So, and this is why I bring this up. So Gorge Waterfall has a $75,000 purse, all by ACG.
You guys want to run it now, don't you?
which is Nike. So they're paying out big money on this race. So in 100K, for instance, the winner gets $15,000, second place gets $7,000, and third place gets $5,000, I believe. And then in the 50K, it goes 7, 5, and 3, and I'm not quite sure what they're doing on the 38K. So in the chat, what do you guys think? Should races have a prize purse?
Yes, 2 for no.
Yeah, thank you, John Ballman. I don't know. It just showed up, and we're like, I don't know how. I honestly don't know how people would answer it. So it's not even showing up on my screen yet, up in front of me. So I'll see what it does. I'm still on a major lag up there because of my internet. So I've run a few races that had a 3. What is 3? I don't know what 3 is, Billy. I've run a few races that had a prize purse. Endurance Hunter, I think they had like a $500 prize purse as the Jeff Lenninger race.
Well, Beth Dupuis has $1,000.
It did. I was there when Leo wrote the check. Cross Florida had $1,000 purse. And
Bootlegger had one last year. I don't know if they did this year or not.
Yeah, I was curious that Bootlegger was paying out for age groups.
Yeah, for age groups. Yeah, they gave up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never won a prize purse. Julian beat me at Across Florida, so Julian got the big check. And obviously at Endurance Hunter, I didn't win there. I think I was maybe 4th or 5th overall, all there. So
yeah, I'm with Amy. I'm going 2. I mean, I guess I don't mind a prize purse if it's a modest prize purse.
Yeah,
I don't want it to turn into the marathon and all the other issues that you can have when you start throwing this big money into the sport. I think it would just change everything about the sport. So, and I mean, I want these people to. Some of them are really talented and deserve to make a living at what they're doing, but that's what sponsors are for. They need to step up.
Yeah, and that is Nike's dumping a lot of money. You got the Broken Arrow race; they're dumping a lot of money into that. The week before Western States out there in Tahoe, so a lot of money's getting poured into the race. And same thing is once you start pouring into a race, you start getting cheating, you start getting doping, kind of like with cycling with the e-bikes now. With the cycling, So it's just very, very interesting. So now another. Oh, you had it up and I took it down. All right, maybe aid stations over 1K purse. I'm not. You know what Mark's talking about on this?
No, Mark, you want to explain yourself?
So
better aid stations, like hot food at the aid station.
Now you were on board with what was the race we were talking about that did the crowdfunding in the?
Oh, that was one of the Aravaipa ones.
Was it Black Canyon?
Yeah. So the people were pooling, and I think what was Aravaipa matching up to a certain amount. There's a difference of like I said, a modest amount, but when you throw into it, and you don't know how much you're going to win, when you start throwing a $10,000 prize, I mean, yeah, like you said, things can change. It's going to change the whole dynamics. I don't want that to change. let's just keep it old school. I like a lot. I don't like the designated hitter in baseball. I don't like, we just old school.
BobbieJoe is a big National League fan. So, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it doesn't make a difference to me because I'll never win. I'll probably never win a prize.
Well, but it would make a difference if it started changing the sport. If all of a sudden you couldn't show up at Black Canyon, you had to run a separate race because they had an elite start for the prize money, and then what if they start doing like the marathons where you have to start in the elite crowd, like at Boston? Like when they had that winner that wasn't in the elite starting, so he or she couldn't get the money. Are we going to turn into that where now you have to start at a separate time or a separate day? Saturday is for the winners and Sunday is for everybody else, or something like that.
That is actually a rule at Black Canyon. Is Black Canyon has 3 waves you can start in, and if you're not in wave 1, you can't get a golden ticket. So let's say you start in wave 2 and you have a faster time, you do not qualify for the golden ticket. Okay. Mark, 75K. That's Nike for you. They're just dumping a lot of money into the sport with ACG, all condition gear. John Ballman says I would have used to say no for purity's sake, but the sport is getting pretty racy. Think it would bring some animals to the game. So
well, and that's an argument too, because everyone who doesn't know running wonders why, like, the Africans aren't coming. Why isn't anybody from Kenya and Ethiopia? Why aren't they running ultras? And the number one reason is because there's no money in it. There's no point for them to put their bodies through what it takes for an ultra, for a sticker or a belt buckle, when they're, they can run in New York City or Boston and take care of their families and stuff, which is.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. So, all right. Do you guys like these question formats? We've done it the last couple of weeks. We just kind of add a question involved, see if you guys like it. So
we always have opinions, but we like to hear yours.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you guys have questions you want us to say weekly, just let us. If you have a question, just let us know. So, all right, we are now jumping into our other stuff, and for Mark to put the money in the aid station rather than a prize purse. I think so. I think that's aid stations. It costs a lot to do an aid station, so
then they could. If they're getting money from somewhere, you could possibly lower the registration fee and open these up to more people. And it's not,
Did you read this one? Big money is going to bring Jake Paul. I don't know if he can comprehend. I mean, he's a little shook up after his last fight. So
he's already in mile 80 mode.
You guys are going to have to give out like milkshakes at the aid station for him to drink. So, the sport is starting to draw a lot of influencers. So like people I watched like 5 years ago, like travel people, Nate and Kara. I don't know if you guys watch them. But Nate's turnaround. They got millions of followers, but he started running ultras and he's run Leadville. It kind of pissed me off when he finished Leadville. He's run Leadville. He's run UTMB. He did, Moab 240 last year. So you're starting to get these. Who is that? Harry Styles, who's doing Marathon Des Sables.
Oh yeah, we didn't check and see how he's doing.
Oh yeah, we didn't see how Harry was doing over at Marathon Des Sables. I forgot to mention when I was at, and this might, I don't know if people know who this is.
I wonder if that's his real name.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was at Gorge Waterfall, I raced against Ben Gibbard. Anybody in the chat know who Ben Gibbard is? And after the race, we actually ate dinner next to him and ultra runner Caitlin Gerben. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, he kicked Ben Gibbard kicked my butt. He's from the band Death Cab for Cutie. If you've ever heard of that band, so
yeah, we talked about that last year.
Yeah. Nice guy. I've chatted with him a few times.
Of course, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
I didn't see Harry's name anywhere, so that's why.
Yeah, he must be running
real
under
name,
something.
or if it's what is.
All right, heading over to the Strava Club. Thank you, Andy Matthews, if you joined, because now we are over 100 people. We are at 101 members in the Strava Club. Nice.
Mike Albert's joined yet?
I don't know. I don't know who the newbie. It won't tell me who the newbie's in. So we'll have to scroll down and see. Keith Lynch kicked some butt this week with 110 miles. Jordan should have more miles than that, because didn't Jordan do? Oh, was it on multiple days?
Yeah, he didn't record it all in one recording.
Yeah. We're all like, we woke up Saturday morning, and we're like, oh, Jordan's running 200 miles through Sarasota. Let's track
just
Jordan.
What the heck? That's what I do when I wake up in the morning. What am I gonna do this weekend? Let's just go run 200 miles.
Yeah, and Michael Stork, 106 miles on Charlotte. Where was Charlotte? Was Charlotte at the Country Mile? Was she up there? Because she put up 102 miles, so she must have been racing this weekend. Josh Coleman, he is. Luke has 3,900. I'm curious how Luke's getting his vert in. Nicole, how's Luke getting his vert in? Is he on treadmill? I haven't seen Corey Taylor. That might be a new name. And Josh Coleman, 3,300 feet. Talked to Josh yesterday. He did get in to Cocodona off the wait list, so it'll be great to see him out there racing this week. Vince Carter's getting back in. Vince has Boston Marathon. Vince and Keith Lynch are both running Boston Marathon, I think, next weekend. And Josh Coleman's running Boston Marathon, so they'll be up there for that race. We're getting excited for Andrew Kelly to come back. He's climbing on the treadmill. That's what I kind of figured. Andrew Kelly will be back to the States. He's heading to Alaska first in June to do.
That's technically the States.
Yeah, Amy, what's the race out there?
That's the Denali 135.
Denali 135. So, Andy, did you see Andy's out at Big Sky skiing right now? Not sure if he joined or not. We found out Andy's going out to Cocodona, so we'll get to see him out there. I forgot to mention Carrie Mang is running Gorge Waterfall. She's doing a 50K. So I reached out to her today to wish her luck out there. Mark Brigette, 57. I mean, look at it. You guys are doing really, really well on these miles. So we got a big group here. I got to scroll for a long time today.
Who's our DFL? Stacy Miller. Come on, girl.
Well, but that just means there's 16 people that haven't done anything this week.
Yes.
So I think Stacy posted about she's getting back in. Looked like she was.
And it's only if you record running. So if you record a walk, it's not going to show up.
Nels, what's going on, Nels? Man, you were running a lot of miles last year.
Nels I think he had kind of gotten back into his wrestling.
Do you think he did? Okay.
But he doesn't show up on social media, so we can't stalk him as much as other people.
Yeah, I'll text him. I got his number. I'll text him. All right. Next, we're gonna talk about Funness. What's the big news for Funness, BobbieJoe?
We will be live streaming at Funness.
Yes, we are. This is.
I will not be climbing any bridges like anyone was.
I need to get some running in, so I may be doing. So basically, we need to get some practice with the live streaming. So we're planning on going out to Funness and working on. We got some new equipment we're working on. We just want to get some things tuned, and so we'll be out there.
And I like it because it's like less than an hour from me, 45 minutes.
Yeah. And we will. If anybody wants to come out and help, I'm trying to talk Jeff Jeff Bowman into coming out. If anybody else wants to head out there and help us, we'd love to give you a camera. You want to get some miles. You want to sorry, Amy threw me off with the Coochie Marathon. You want to get on a mountain bike? We'll put a camera on a mountain bike. We'll set you on a mountain bike. So let us know if you want to come out there. So yeah, and then the next day you got the Coochie Marathon. That's Sunday. I believe I was up there last year. That was they had a lot of rain last year for that race.
I did it 2 years ago. I did the half for the 10K or something. It had a rainbow medal. So
yeah, that race is, what is it in? Amy, what park is it? Is it Bear something Park up there off of? I passed it a few times. So
here we go. Here's some news.
Oh, breaking news. Young Joe Miller hits the Big Scrub 150 tomorrow morning. We did not know that.
Yeah. Well, no, I think BobbieJoe put a thing on Facebook looking for crew if anybody wanted to help crew him or pace him.
Okay.
And this is the Coochie Bearhead Hammock.
Yeah, I thought it was Bearhead something hammock. That's interesting. Depending on what his schedule is, we may be up at maybe. Okay, let me reach out to. We were talking about running the Greenway on Sunday. A few of us, so maybe I go up early and help Joe Miller, young Joe Miller, wherever he is. So I'll keep track of where he is. So, all right, let's kind of wrap up for 51 minutes. What else we have?
Yeah, if anybody wants to come out to Funnest or is going out there, and there's still room to register. 10K, 30K, and 50K. So
I heard they're gonna have great food out there. Not for you, but for
he always has food for me. So
yeah, he always has food.
They do, and James is really good. He has a whole separate grill, separate pan, separate spatula. He knows how to do it.
And Amy said, in case you're wondering, it's Coffee Joe, not Santa Joe. Good Coffee Joe. All right, so we got Funnest. Anybody wants to help us out with that? We'd love some help. The next thing, we're kind of trying out a couple of new things. I don't know if anybody's caught the weekly show we do. It's we usually post it on Tuesday. So we've done a few. So basically, this is kind of just a short.
If you can't wait for your ultra news from the weekend and you don't want to do your own research, we got a nice little 5-10 minute show for you that just hits the highlights real quick, congratulating the podium thing and giving you a little prequel of what we'll talk about on Thursday. So
so that one, it's not a live show. You can just go to it and check it out at any time. It's a pork run. Russ is going to the pork run. Oh, and Russ doesn't want me to tell you this, but if you go to those, on this last show, we said if you talk about where you're watching from, we're going to raffle off a T-shirt. Right now, Russ is the only one that's in that raffle. So if you still need a Pacer Travel shirt,
going uncontested.
Yep, it's going uncontested to Russ. Russ is mad. Russ is going to be mad at me. But you can go watch that show. Just put where you're watching from, and Emily's watching from the couch. And we will give out a Pacer Travel shirt.
It doesn't count unless you put it in the posts, the recorded comments.
Yeah, the recorded comments. So all right. One of the other things we're gonna try and do is we want to do some Q&As instead of where we bring somebody on and you can ask them questions and answer, and they'll answer for you. So the first one we're going to do is actually going to bring Mark Kudak, who was in the chat earlier. I think he might be in there. And we're going to do a Keys 100 Q&A. So we're going to have Mark Kudak on. You guys can jump on, ask some questions about the course. We'll have some information and stuff. So
anything you've ever wanted to know about the Keys 100.
So about the Keys 100.
You guys have friends that are running it or crewing it. Make sure they'll tune in so they can get all their questions answered.
Yep. And we are looking at doing that the Tuesday, what do we say? April 21st. Yeah, I think we're going to kind of do it early because we know Luke Vidal goes to bed early and we want him to watch. So we're going to do it earlier than the 8 o'clock. So that guy's a jerk. We're going to bring in, if you have questions about the race, Marshall, we're going to bring Lucian on, and Lucian will answer any questions you have too about the race. So, all right, what else do we have? We're winding down.
You don't need to mark your car, right? You don't need to mark your cars.
No,
I don't think.
No.
I think that's.
BobbieJoe, do you have the Patreon up in front of you?
I don't. Do you need the Patreon up in front of me?
Well, I'm trying to find the. So nice I'm trying to show it so that what you guys see, not behind our scenes with us. So, and it's not letting me. I can't figure out how to do it. So, all right. Either way, I'll just pull this up. So we do have the Patreon group, and we did put out a blog earlier in the week. And so if you want to join the Patreon group, we'll put the link in the chat. For $5, we'll get you a lot of information. Pretty cool. We're trying to get you guys some good benefits, so you actually make money by joining Patreon. So that's the goal. And you got any questions? Who do we have in our Patreon? Here's we always like to put this up right here. So this is our Patreon group going on right here. And what was the other thing we were talking about? I always like to give you guys kind of an update on the travel agency business. So far, we've had we just finished up the first quarter. So put it this way, like last year, I sold about $7,000 in travel. This year, I'm at $13,000 in travel.
Thank you guys supporting Pace of Travel.
So thank you guys for that. So I mean, it's not. I'm not making money, but it's actually it's growing, so that's good. So we're very excited about that. So anything you want to do, let us. Any travel stuff, just reach out. I'll tell you if I can do it or not do it. So. All
right, one last thing. I got speaking of shirts. So back in the day, we did a virtual race for Team USA. And our dear friend Mike Melton was in charge of the shirts, which sorry, Mike, we love you, but you're never in charge of shirts ever again. So these are what they look like. This is the back. They're finally going out. So anybody who was part of the team that supported the team to the men's 4th place finish. And then they got the Piece of Travel logo. So I'll get all these out. I was just double checking to make sure nobody's address has changed since August. So that's on the sleeve.
Oh, Amy said she got hers.
She got hers. Yeah. So there was 2 left over from the order. So me and Jeff both get 2 XLs. So we got night shirts. But the rest will be going out in a couple of days. And Mike is supposed to issue a formal apology.
Yeah, Mike's a busy guy, so
he
travels a lot. So I'm trying to read the chat a little bit. So we're gonna go through it. I'm basically Francis. I'll take his shirt. You are, but much prettier. He has a better mustache. 100%. Hey, Katie, have you ever tried mustache? And Katie, no, I haven't. So I was just trying to catch up on what's going on here. So, all right. So that is basically it. I don't think we missed anything. We are right at 1 hour is what we tried to do.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Yep. So if you want a shirt, tell Francis to go over and watch our show we posted on Tuesday and put where he's watching from, and he might get a t-shirt. So right now Russ is the only one in there, so he's doing well. So we'll keep posting those. We're gonna try and reach out a bunch of RDs and try and get some information. Oh, thank you, Nicole, for sending us pictures from Croom Zoom, and she sent us a lot of the pictures of the winners, so I appreciate appreciate the pictures. So thank you for that. So, all right. Have a good week out there racing, running. Good luck to little Joe Miller as he jumps on the course tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be tracking you, and maybe I'll meet up with you sometime on Saturday. And as we always say, run far, travel smart. I'm going to get this down. Run far, travel smart, and look for the WTF podcast with Jamie Saunders hitting the internet anytime now. So, all right. And we're going to have Emily lead us out with good night, everyone.